2015.
2015.
You look hangover though.
In previous years, maybe. But, this year, it was a quiet one with the kids, as it has been for the last few years. There's a little bit of white in this beard. I'll probably be shaving it off next week.
Okay.
But, I'm still a little bit in holiday mood. We have this one day of work in between the day off and then Saturday, so I'm keeping my beard.
First working day for this year.
Yeah, back in the office.
Okay, and people doesn't want to work on the first working day of this year.
No, I'll tell you, my guys...
It's quite telling.
Yeah, I know.
It's quite telling.
I think my guys are rolling in late while I'm down here doing video with you. But so first day of the year, and usually, people have resolutions. They have resolutions, and then media people like ourselves, we have like prognostication. Okay, so we can do a little prognostication today. Okay. So, first off, resolutions. With me, Harbor Times, we resolved this year to do better at following the money. They say in media, you want to get the story? Follow the money. We do politics, and there's a lot of it flying around. And I think there's going to be more of it. Hong Kong's always been a city of, we like to call it the city of industry, right? Not heavy industry, but, people working hard.
Yep.
People like making money here, and so it influences politics. And so when it comes to politics, we're going to follow the money and see where things go this year. I think a lot of people adjusting to new political reality, and so we're going to have to see where things go. Yeah, I'm looking especially at the Public Works Subcommittee. As everybody knows from, watching this, they've heard me talk about it. And so, whether or not big money projects get head up there, we often do Finance Fridays here, that's going to be one to watch for me. And so my team and I are going to be keeping an eye on that. You got any resolutions?
My resolution is to break the word resolutions into 2 words.
Okay.
Solution. Regarding solutions journalism.
Yes.
And rethink about solution journalism.
Okay.
So my resolution is next year. For this program and every program. Should have a completely new facade.
Okay.
And in addition to Word of Today. We should do not only the week ahead. But the week after.
Okay.
We can create a new segment. On Monday. Every Monday. When people are not in the working mood just like today. Rethink about what happened last week. In order to get prepared.
For the week ahead.
Okay. So we can still do the week ahead and the Word of Today. Which reminds you what happened.
Sure.
The agenda of that day. But on Monday, we give you a booster.
A little just
a political cappuccino.
Very nice.
Political cappuccino.
Very nice.
So the political cappuccino will help you boost yourself. Oh, that's what happened last week.
And what it means.
And what will it means, especially for this week.
Okay.
And you know what? Cappuccino in Taiwanese. They translate it into what?
Okay, no, I have no idea.
Okay.
It's just got milk in it, but
it's very similar. It's called 搭配式路.
搭配式路
Cappuccino.
Okay.
It means double your thinking power.
Really?
Yes.
Really? That's an interesting name for a drink.
Yeah.
Wow.
So the Taiwanese makes interesting Chinese.
Yeah. They certainly do.
So we'll have a... Why don't we call it the political cappuccino?
The political cappuccino?
We'll make it the
Why
political.
not? Why not?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's my New Year resolution.
That's your New Year resolution. Are we going to do any prognostication today?
Oh, yes. Go ahead.
Okay, prognostication. I think one thing that we should be looking for in Hong Kong politics this year is clarifying the stakes of what is at stake in Hong Kong. I think over the past year, a lot of the political conflict that was generated, that manifested itself in Occupy and other things, was people saying, here is really what is at stake in Hong Kong.
Okay.
Right? I think people haven't quite gotten what is really at stake. And people, I think for a long time thought that as far as China went, as long as they kept their distance, we could kind of do our thing and they could do theirs. And people thought that's what one country, 2 systems meant. But it seems that those two are colliding now. And whether it is Beijing telling us that we have to be like, what was the term they used? Re-enlightened. They didn't want to say re-educated because it sounds too much like going to the rice fields.
Enlightenment.
Re-enlightened. We've got to be re-enlightened, and it means this, and it means that. I think that people are going to really clarify what is at stake here and what it means for the future of Hong Kong. And I think that we're going to see a lot more of the pandems pushing that line, they're going to be trying to explain to people, here is what the game really is. Don't think you can get away with kind of half-half.
Well, pandem has a very
there are some
challenging time this year.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because after the Occupy movement, they did not get a lot of public support. A lot of the younger generation felt that they are out. Yeah, they are the history, and we are the upcoming generation. So at the same time, a lot of the middle class feel a lot of sympathy to the students. So they are losing a lot of public support. So it will be a challenging time this year for the Pandemocrats. So
I think so, all across the board.
Oh, yes.
It's a very diverse camp, and they've got diverse challenges.
Yes, and the pro-establishment definitely is going to have more resources than ever.
Yes.
So
there's kind of in terms of Hong Kong scale, 7 million people, there's a limitless pot of money in terms of what can be poured into Hong Kong to fight political battles for the pro-establishment side. The pro-Dems, I think, are going to have to get very creative about what they do. But
speaking of that, I don't think they're creative enough. So
they don't actually
challenging times.
Yeah. I don't know how far we want to digress off of this, but I think that if the Pan-Dems want to be effective, I think they're going to have to take a page from the fundraising book of Obama and later the Conservatives in Canada, which was many small donations.
Yeah, but they have
because they're fighting against the big machine.
They have this Lazarus syndrome.
Yeah, they keep coming back from the dead.
The poor man Lazarus, right? So they want to play that, they want to play poor, they want to play crippled. Yeah. In order to gain sympathy from the public, but it doesn't work. So they have to raise from the ashes. Otherwise,
at some point the underdog has to. If you want to win someday, the underdog's got to have his day, right? At which point you got to stop being the underdog.
I would rather the Pandemocrats raise from the ashes in order to have a good game. Yeah. Because you cannot have one hand and then clap, right? So you have to have a pro-establishment and the Pandemocrats in order to have a
good game.
A good game. Or even the handshake. Even the Legislative Council needs a handshake. I mean, it's all torn down at the moment. So.
Yeah. It's a bit messy right now. You've got the Pan-Dems have, in terms of, quite often if you have political weakness, you can fix it with money. Not entirely. So the pro-establishment typically has money. Yep. But their politics sometimes are really tone deaf. But then you get the Pan-Dems who kind of are hit and miss. Sometimes they hit, sometimes they blow it. But their fundraising's perennially weak. Yeah. But if both sides could up their game, we could likely move to better solutions.
Yeah. And the Hong Kong people is ready for higher level game.
I hope so.
Definitely.
I think so.
We'll see. Yeah. Well, keyword for today. For the first keyword for this year, enlighten.
Oh, enlighten. You know what? I thought you were going to go with prognostication. But you like enlighten.
I like enlighten. A more positive word.
Okay, well, let us look to 2015 and look for enlightenment.
All right, so let's do a high five.
All right, you got it.
For a change.
The high five for 2015.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Happy New Year.
Yeah. Woo.